Please tell us about this tomb.
Okay, this is my great-grandmother's tomb. She was buried here in the 19th century, in the early 1920s, in 1920 actually. And this has got a lot of tiles.
Yeah.
This was actually how I met Jennifer. It was actually through my great-grandmother because she arranged for a tile tidy for her book. And I happened to chance on the video. And Peter Park knew that I was actually wanting to come back and clear the tomb and clean the tomb. But we couldn't, my family and I couldn't because of either work or family commitments. And I was like so shocked and so grateful that people would actually spend a Saturday morning just coming here for 3 hours clearing this tomb.
Great. And you were here the first time too, Claire?
This is the very first tile tidy up that I joined Jennifer's house. This is where all began.
Wow. And after this you were...
And after this we've been good friends.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so maybe you can tell us a little about the tiles that we have here.
So what I gathered from Jennifer is that there's more than a dozen tiles here. These are actually used in two places. One is my great-grandmother's tomb, and the other that you'll see later is a carved tomb. But behind the carved tomb is actually also where a couple of these tiles were also used. These are actually from England and probably from the 18th century or early 19th century. So great-grandmother was buried here 1910s and great-grandfather 1920. So the tiles would have been made in the late 18th century or in the very early 19th century.
Okay. So what does this discovery mean to you and your family?
For me, it means that I know my heritage. I've been lucky to find the articles, the death notices about my great-grandfather. So he used to be working in a company that was once a British company, but is now merged to form the United Engineers that we know of today.
Oh, wow. What a legacy. And do the flowers that are on these tiles, the colors, do any of this have significance to you or your family?
No, not for the tiles. They probably were what were popular and common at that time. The flowers on the tomb are actually rare because my family and I are not Taoist. This is actually a Taoist tomb. The design is that of a Hokkien Taoist tomb, together with the earth deities that you have seen in the other tombs as well. So this is actually really a Taoist design, but we're not Taoist, we're not Buddhist, we're actually Catholic. So I don't offer the joss sticks, I don't offer the hell money, but I will offer flowers to my ancestors.
And do you know, have you seen these tiles before on any buildings in Singapore?
No. Actually, I have not seen
So they're
them
unique?
before. They're unique.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. That's interesting too. And is there one that's your favorite, if you had to choose?
I actually have a few favorites. This is one of my favorites. Okay, this pretty tulip. I actually managed to find one single loose tile that was from Victor Lim's shop, which is this design. So this and this are actually my favorite.
Yeah, the blue.
Yes, the blue.
That looks like it might be an iris.
Yes.
Yeah. But this you think is a tulip, not a lotus.
This is probably a tulip because this is actually from Art Deco. And the Art Deco style kind of tulips are like these.
Okay. Very nice. You chose wisely.